Hey everybody, Blues Matt here with another quick video for you. Today is January 1st, 2013. Happy New Year. And today's topic is a free software program called Cam Studio. Cam Studio is a screen recording program that records screen and audio activity from your computer into a standard AVI file. As you can see, I'm using the program right now to create this video. You can get Cam Studio at www.camstudio.org. Here's what their webpage looks like. To download the program for free, simply click on the download button, download the file, and install the program like you would any other Windows program. While you're on their webpage, you may also choose to download the lossless video codec that will work with Cam Studio. More about this in a minute or two. Once you have the program installed, run the Cam Studio Recorder program. When you do, you'll see a small panel like this on your screen. Like most other Windows programs, this program has a menu bar, and it also has a collection of buttons that you can use to control the program. What I'm going to do now is quickly run through the menu settings so you can see how I have Cam Studio set up. Under the region menu, I've selected to record the entire screen. Under the options menu and then video options, I've chosen to use the Cam Studio lossless codec that you saw on their webpage just a minute or so ago. There are other choices. You could choose to use the Microsoft Video 1 codec. I've chosen to use this lossless codec because what I'm trying to do is create a relatively small video file that I can then upload to my YouTube channel. If your intention is to create a video file that you can put on a CD or a DVD or maybe even email to someone so that they can play it on their PC, you might choose to use the Microsoft Video 1 codec because most anybody can play a video file recorded and compressed with this particular codec. You can see that there's some other choices here, and there are also some other choices available online for some additional video codecs that work with Cam Studio. I want to point out here that I've elected to set the quality setting to 100 just so I can make the best quality video possible. These are the standard default settings for these values right here. I did choose to uncheck the auto adjust box. Under, again, the options menu and then cursor options, I've elected to show the cursor as a standard looking arrowhead, but there are some other choices here. Under audio options, there are settings for using a microphone to record audio or using your computer speakers. I'm actually using a microphone that's attached to an inexpensive headset that I got when I purchased a webcam at a local office supply store. Let's take a look at these options. These are my settings. I believe these are all the default settings. And you can see here that I've elected to record audio from the microphone. But Cam Studio does have the ability to record audio from your computer speakers. Let me jump down to the Program Options menu and go over a couple of things here. When the AVI file is finished being recorded, one of the things Cam Studio is going to do is it's going to open up the Cam Studio player, as selected here, version 2, and allow me to play the video that I just recorded to see how it came out. The directory that's used for the recording is the Windows temporary directory, but there are a couple other settings here. For the recording thread priority, I have selected highest. This gives Cam Studio a top priority in Windows so that Cam Studio can capture everything that's happening on my screen and all the audio. This setting here, Save Settings on Exit, this is valuable to understand what this does too. As you're experimenting with Cam Studio, you might try a couple of different settings, and it might be useful for you to have those settings saved with the program so the next time you open up the program, the same settings are there. So what you can do is change the settings and then exit the program, reopen the program, verify that those settings are still there, and then go ahead and try making a sample video and see how it turns out. There are some other options here, some other menus. I haven't changed any of the default settings here. Likewise on the tools and the effects menu. Under the view menu, the default setting was normal view and I haven't changed it. And there is a help menu. For the control buttons, this is the button that you push to start recording a video. This is the button you push to stop recording a video. These are the only two buttons I've used so far. When you do push the stop button, what's going to happen is it's going to ask you to name the file, and it's going to ask you to indicate where on your hard drive you want to save that file. And it's also going to compress the file using the video codec that you've selected in the video options submenu. You can see here that the codec selected is the Cam Studio lossless codec. Alright, I hope this has given you a quick introduction to Cam Studio and some of the settings. Let me jump into my control panel here and open up the sound applet, and under the recording tab you can see that I have a microphone here that's actually capturing sound. When I select this device and choose properties, I just wanted to run through the different menus here so you can see what my settings are. So when you start experimenting with Cam Studio, you have kind of a reference point. Also, I think it might be useful to show you the headset that I'm using. This is the microphone that I'm speaking into. Of course, a pair of headphones here. And these are the connections to the computer. I have a desktop computer, so my connections are actually located right on the front of the computer. This one is for the microphone, and this one is for the headphones. If you're using a desktop computer, your connections may also be on the front of the computer. Maybe they're on the back of the computer. If you're using a laptop, the connections may be on the side or maybe on the front edge. You'll have to look for them. Once again, I hope this quick introduction to Cam Studio has helped you out a little bit. I also hope that you can imagine lots of different potential uses for Cam Studio. I'll be making a follow-up video to show you a few examples of what you can do with Cam Studio. It's a very powerful and useful program. This is Blues Matt. Thanks for watching.